So this video is to remove the fuse box because yesterday we did the mistake of putting the battery backwards, because I tried to use the battery that's on my Lexus here, and I didn't know that they had a reverse, like negative and positive. So we, also the terminals on this one, it's for some reason the negative is red. So I got confused. We got confused, and yeah, anyway, blew up the main ignition fuse. I'm not sure, but it was this fuse that was blown. So to remove, we have to remove everything because you can't just pull it out. You have to it's called a fusible link. So it goes in like this, and then at the bottom has like two poles, and then on each side of the pole has screws that are holding it. So you're not gonna be able to just pull it out. So if you blow any of these three fuses, it's called fusible link. So you're gonna have to remove the whole box, the whole fuse box, because you gotta get it, everything apart. So the first step is removing the air box, and it's gonna have three screws. It's 1, 2, 3. Once you remove this, you have to get the ECU out of the way, and then you remove the another pole right there for the ECU, the bracket, and then another one at the bottom. So it's 3. Then you'll be able to move the ECU. It will probably be easier if you remove the connection too. So now you have the ECU out of the way, and then we also cut the zip tie that was holding the fuse box together with these wires on both sides, on this side and on this side, because you're gonna have to move this part out of the way. So then we go here, and you have to pull these tabs out on around the whole box, all around. And then once you do all of that, so they're all around, you remove all of these out. Then this part is gonna come out. This part is gonna separate right here. Then you will pretty much slide half of the top half of the fuse box up. Do not remove it completely, it's just gonna slide up a little bit to give you enough space to work on that. And then remove that bolt, and then unclip those 3 connections right there. These tabs, also the same process. You have to push in with the screwdriver and then pull to the side. One right here, and then another one right here. So once you remove that bolt, then you're gonna do the 2 clips with the screwdriver or a little pick, and then when you remove that part, you gotta slide it out with those 2 clips, and then those 3 connections have to be removed, because if not, that part is not gonna slide out. After that, there's 3 clips. There's one right here next to this bolt. So you have to use like a pick or a screwdriver, and you have to push in the clip, and then number 2 right here next to this 50, and number 3 all the way in the back. So you do in this order: 1, 2, 3. When you do the first one, push down. When you do the second one, push down. When you do the third one, push down. And then this whole piece is gonna slide out like he's doing it. So it's gonna slide out. Alright, so it's gonna slide out just like it's gonna slide out just like this. So now you see it's out of the box. And then to replace, it's gonna be 1. This is the fuse. Actually we have to remove, because we have two screws. So it's 1 and then 1 on the other side. So now we have to, this part is gonna open up that way too. Okay. So we have to open up this whole part this way, just like we did this. It's gonna be 1 clip right here and 2 clips right here, right in front of this fuse 15, and the other one is right here on the bottom, and then this screwdriver. Once we do those 3, 1, 2, 3, this is gonna open up, and I will show you guys. All right, so we remove this. All right, so I just popped these two, and then this one first, because if you don't remove this is not gonna move. So now it just slides out. You have to pop it out. Okay, now that part is off, and now we have access to our two bolts to remove the fusible link. So it's one and the other one on this side, and we're gonna do that just to show you. Okay guys, so on this side we already removed the one. On this side is one, so you see this electrical part is touching it when you put the screw in. And then this side, we made the mistake, or I made the mistake of, when I took this out, this is an 8mm, by the way. One is an 8 and then the other side is a 10. So when I remove this one, you see this connection here, it actually came off like this, and then I put everything back, and when I put everything back, this one was just loose, and we were like, what the heck? So just make sure you put everything back. I really didn't pay attention to that, but we tried turning on the car, which is over there, and it didn't turn on because this part was loose. So we're gonna go back and do that right now. But yeah, this is the whole process, and then just everything in reverse. It took us like 5 minutes to put everything back. So yeah, so fusible link, I believe this is ignition circuits fuse or alternator. I don't know, I checked online, and some of them say ignition circuits, and then one of them says alternator. But yeah, this is the one that blew. So this is a fuse that blew up on us. So you guys see, if you look in there, everything looks connected, right? A blown fuse, when it's blown, it's gonna, in the middle, it's gonna be destroyed, like, so there's not gonna be a connection in there. So for example, you have this fuse right here. You see how this crosses all the way? When they're blown, they're not gonna cross anymore. It breaks down in the middle. So same thing, see this one is blown. It looks blown, I'm not sure. It might be blown, it might not. I think it is. But yeah, we're gonna change this fuse to the original one, because the original one was 140. But I just went to Toyota because AutoZone only had the 120, but I'm gonna put the right one, the one that it was originally in the car. So all right guys, thank you for watching, and that's it. I forgot to mention that we also removed this bolt holding the fuse box itself, because when we lift the process of lifting the top part of this outer fuse box shell, you know, if we try lifting up, it's not gonna lift up because it's holding it pretty much. And then we have the ECU out of the way, and now we have space to get all the clips all around. And then when I said we cut the zip ties, that's what it looks like right here, because without the zip ties, the cables will stay on the fuse box itself, and same thing on this side. So that's it. After that, follow every other step. I really apologize guys, because I totally forgot to make a video of me actually showing you guys the whole fuse box open in my truck, my dad's truck. But if you guys look at this picture, it's how it's supposed to look. So all you have to do, follow the steps that I told you, and once like you have all the clips off, like ready to slide the fuse box off from the bottom part, you slide it up, and you don't have to remove it completely. All you have to do is slide it up so that it creates a gap for that when you push the part where it contains the fusible links and the other fuses down. Remember I told you, you gotta push it down. So That's the only reason why you have to separate the fuse box, because when you move it up, it's gonna create that gap so that you can slide it out. Just watch this video that I made. I went back in my garage and tried to show you guys as accurate as possible, and because I feel really bad for not showing you guys like how it really looked with the hood open and stuff, everything in the actual truck. So my apologies for that once again, because I totally forgot to make a clip of that. Okay guys, so really quick, so I feel like my explanation in the video, and I'm really sorry that I didn't really record the part where I was actually had everything off in my car. But okay, very quick. So as I said, you had to remove, let's say this is you're in front of the car, right here, you're on the side, and this is how your fuse box looks, right? So you have wires coming out of here, and which are here, and then you have your other wires right here. I cut the zip ties, like I said, around this, because you want to, when you want to slide the part out, you want to have as much room to play with as possible. So you have you're standing right here on the side of your car, on the fender. This is where the ECU is. You want the ECU moved out of the way. You're gonna see it on the last picture. Your airbox is all removed, right? And then you have this bolt removed. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take this part out, because I didn't explain very well on this part. So there's two clips right here, one, and then another one right here. So one clip, two clips, and you have to remove this. 1, 2. There's actually another one. I don't see the other one, but in my car there was 3, but there's only 2 here. Maybe because this is a different 2.4 liter. But anyway, once you remove, you obviously have to remove this bolt. So before you do the clips, you have to remove the bolt. So the bolt, and then clip 1, clip 2, and then remove these. Once you remove all that, this part is gonna come out, right? It's not gonna come out because obviously it's connected, right? So it's just gonna come to the side like this, right? So we got that out of the way. Then you're gonna come and you're gonna do all of the clips around the fuse box. There's 1, 2, 3, no wait, 3, 4. There's another one right here, 5. There's 6. There's like 8 of them all around. Once you do all of that, you should be able to slide it out just like this. You're not gonna completely take it out. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me put it apart. Pretty much all you want to do is just kind of separate it like this, right? And then you have all your wiring down there, because it's still not gonna move because you have all these wires right here. So once you separate it like that, you want to have it separated, because when you're gonna do the step of pushing this out with the one clip, 2 clip, 3 clips, like I said, you're gonna use this one first, push, then this one, and then that one. The reason why I say do this one first, because once you do this one, it's gonna move, right? And then you're gonna push down, boom. Then you're gonna do the second one, push down, and then you're gonna do the third one, push down. Then with all of this still on your truck, what you want to do, hold on, let me place my phone. So what you want to do is you are going to pull it up, and at the same time you're gonna push it down, and it's gonna back still in the car, right, like this. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna push this part down and then slide it out through the side, and it's gonna be like this. So now this is what it looks like in that picture that I showed you guys. It's still gonna have the fuse box connected, pretty much this part of the fuse box connected in the car still, and then you're gonna have this open on the side, and then you can work on this. Now after that, then you're gonna follow the other steps that I told you, because once you have all of this out of the way, and remember, This is where usually your ECU was and your intake, but when you put the intake and ECU out of the way, then that's why you need that space to take this out of there and take this out of the fuse box itself, put it on the side, and then you can work on it. Now you can get to this bolt, and then on that other step that I was telling you guys, you have to remove this other part of the fuse box and split this into two, and now you will have access to the other one. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind to make another video of when it was actually all open in the car. Maybe I did because my phone was acting up, so maybe the video got deleted. But yeah, I just came to the garage to do that. And then obviously when you want to put everything back, so what you're gonna do, let me show you. So let's say you change your fuse, right? You change your fuse just like I showed you guys, that you took this apart, you remove those screws, put everything back, and then realistically you're gonna do the same thing, just put everything back in, and you're gonna slide it back up. You're gonna slide it back up. So slide it back up. Okay, so see, now once I was done doing what I had to do with the fusible link, I just same thing, just pull this this part of the whole box this way, and then just slide it back in and then back up, and now you see it's back in place. And then when you have your other part, which is this part, right? Remember that this is, you put it on the side too. Then you do the same thing, you bring it back and boom, you put it back in, boom. And then you gotta make sure you put your bolt back. Gotta make sure you do your connections again. You got your connections, boom. Alright, you got your connections, you got connection, you got your bolt there, right? I don't have it here, but you got your bolt. You got this back in place. And that's it. I'm missing two here, right here. I got this box like that, but you don't have to mess with this. This actually contains like 4 more fuses. And right here in my truck, my model, you look at that picture, there's actually 1 more connection. There was 1, 2, and 3. So it could just be that it's a different model, or yeah, because this one's actually from a 2.4. Mine is at 3.5, so maybe that's why this one, I don't know, but it was the same process pretty much. So yeah, I feel like I owe you guys a big one for not showing you like the actual truck open, everything open. But I did have that picture, so you kind of can tell in that picture what I just did right here, which is just about everything that I did in the truck. So it's pretty, to put everything back is quick. It took like 5 minutes. That's why I also didn't take the video, I forgot. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope this whole video helps you understand, because I was watching other videos and it's just not what I wanted, so I kind of had to figure out myself. And that's why I also went to get a spare fuse box, because I was like, I think it's better for me to just buy it, and then, because actually, like I said, I had forgotten to plug this one back in. And when I finished yesterday, this fucking thing was like hanging, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, why do I have a connection hanging? So oh, and then yeah, when you're done pretty much, you just gotta remember, since you never took the bottom part off or anything, all you gotta do, it's not gonna be completely off, so all you gotta do is just pop it back in. So you'll see. Any questions, just let me know. Thank you for watching, guys. Yeah. By the way, I already told you guys what happened to me right in the beginning of the video, but I did have to replace other fuses. So I did blow like other fuses, including like the 4-wheel drive, a few of the other ignition fuses. They were smaller, so they were much easier to replace. So you want to make sure you check all your fuses, because when you do what the mistake I did, it's gonna blow a couple of fuses. So you want to make sure all the fuses are good, everything's connected good, and then it should turn on. We turned on the vehicle right away, and it turned on, no issues. So we were really happy. Once I turned the key, and then I opened the switch, and all the lights were there. I turned it on, and the truck turned on completely normal. So I was very happy, because yesterday, man, we couldn't figure it out. So, but I'm glad we did, and I'm hoping that my video can help you, some of you guys. Thank you for watching, and subscribe.